Hey, good evening, everybody. So, I thought I just might take the little time to do this little video real quick for anybody that's interested or whatever. Because, I be watching a lot of videos. I like the videos where they have discussions about different types of relationships and everything, or situationships or whatever, you dealing with somebody of the opposite sex or even the same sex. And, so, I thought I'd just take the time and just like do that because, I would love to have like some kind of like, I don't know, I'm not going to say it right now because I don't want people like on my thoughts and whatever because I feel like people be doing that already. But, so anyways, I'm not going to mention anybody's names, people's names, but I'm going to just say it do got to do with me, but, you know, this is when I was like about almost 10 years ago, but not 10 years ago. So, and I was like trying to get out of one relationship with somebody that, I had been with him off and on for like a long time, like 5+ years. And I felt we was like, at that time when we was like, we was actually separating from each other. We wasn't married or anything, but we was dealing with each other a lot, like, everyday type thing. So, you think when you dealing with somebody everyday type thing, you think it's like a real like relationship or whatever. I'm not gonna say marriage or whatever, but you feel like it's a real relationship. So, we was having our troubles, like, not communicating and what have you, and other stuff. So, I end up talking to, or coming in contact with talking to somebody else, and that kind of led to something. But you know I feel like the person that they was dealing with at the time, or they claimed they wasn't dealing with at the time, I don't feel like they was forward with them about what the situation was, or even really me, because it kind of had me blindsided. And that's why I think I was trying to keep dealing with this person, um to actually having a relationship. But come to find out what I felt, and seen later that it really wasn't meant what it was supposed to be, obviously. um so later on, or maybe not even later on, this with anybody, as far as having relationships, the party that they choose to deal with, they want to come, like, once they find out what happened and them two get back together or whatever their situation was, the party that they be dealing with, they want to take jabs at you, or like little petty little stuff, at you or whatever. I mean, it's cool, but I honestly feel like because I've done this mistake too with the other person that I was dealing with before the person that I'm talking about now. I've taken my anger out on the person that they decide to deal with, which I really shouldn't be taking it out on the female. I should be taking it out on the male, because he is the reason why it's a problem or whatever. So I feel like the person that I end up meeting, and like, we kind of knew each other already, but not like full on knew each other, but we knew of each other, and like, whatever. I can't say that we really like did anything. Well, I don't want to go on into detail, but that person know who they is or whatever. But we kind of knew of each other because, like, we live in a we did live, we live in the same city. So, but when you going back to the person you with, and you're not being honest with them about what you was doing with somebody else, and that person that you're with, they taking it out on the other person, why aren't they taking it out on you? Because you wasn't truthful with them to let them know what was going on or whatever. So, and then like me, you know, I tried my best, and I know I did, to be honest with them about what I wanted from them. And maybe they I feel like they just took that and ran with it, and you know, it went in one ear and went out the other, and they just was there to somewhat entertain me, but I don't feel like it was full entertainment. It was just like for little little patches here and there of entertainment or whatever. So you know, um and then my feelings, like, I know my feelings started to get involved because I was trying to stop or wean myself from dealing with the person that I was dealing with previously, because I seen that he was going his way and doing whatever he wanted to do. So I was trying to do that for myself too, you know. And then, like I said, with the new person, they had you thinking, you know, one thing, but then when they not around you, it's a whole different thing going on. And then later they probably telling the person that they dealing with, oh, you know, all this negative stuff about you. They not telling you like everything. So they kind of, then they want to make you look like the bad guy because they telling the other person only certain things, or it's things to make them be mad at you. And then that person, which is a female, they coming at you being petty and all this other stuff or whatever. But actually, you know, that person lied to you, he lied to me, and whoever else. So why be petty and mad at me? And then later on, like, I'm gonna say, for me, a year ago, when you actually see this person in person, like face to face, and they have that option to confront you and say whatever they want to you or whatever, and they don't take that opportunity to do that, why do you still gotta be so upset or whatever, you know? But I mean, you got a right in a way to be upset, but at the same time, you can't keep feeling how you feel about a situation where you wasn't you not trying, you probably not trying to talk to that person, the male you was you dealing with, obviously, about anything that happened, or why that's happening, what he was doing, or whatever. So obviously y'all have some type of agreement or understanding of it is what it is, or maybe you gonna go your separate way, he gonna go his separate way. I don't know, but in, you know, why keep being petty about the situation when you had the opportunity to talk to that female about what you felt was going on, or what you wanted to know, or whatever. But you know, females tend to be petty, and I can be petty too, but my pettiness, I do that by myself. I don't need no crowd of females or no friends to come be petty, like, oh, coming to where that person at, and like, you know, trying to like say shit, little shit, you know, whatever. I don't have the, there's no need for me to do that. And you know, I just feel like it's so like, it felt like kind of like a soap opera. But you know, I actually don't want no part of it. I didn't want no part of it. Once I felt, I knew where this person was going, and like they, you know, basically was ignoring me, I just like, okay, and I just, you know, decided to just leave the situation alone and just leave it at where it was at and just go on about my way, because I still have to do what I have to do every day for myself, looking forward, and that's what I did. So, you know, when somebody has the opportunity to confront you about the situation and they don't, why do you still got to be how you being? Like, are you really mad at me, or are you mad at him? You know, and you can't be mad at me because, like I said, excuse me, you had the opportunity to say whatever you needed to say, or you know. But sometimes, other times, females be wanting to be petty as far too, as they want to fight you and like, oh, this, you know, all. I don't. On my thing is, you keep your hands to yourself. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself, because I got to protect myself. That's first and foremost. I have to protect myself. But if you could come on a level where you want to be an adult and talk about it, or we ain't even, I'm not trying to be friends with you, or I know you're not trying to be friends with me, because a lot of times females, when they end up finding out or whatever, that they person they was dealing with is dealing with the same person, or the females find out they dealing with the same man, whatever, it's not really often, or I don't think it's common, which I maybe that's something I need to Google and see. Is it common for females to end up being friends after they dealt with somebody, the same person or whatever? But I don't know. But I just feel like it's just really funny and petty, and then you just like, you're not happy, you mad at me, and I'm not even trying to entertain any of it pertaining you, him, or whatever. I left it alone. I have my own feelings and thoughts about it to myself, or I don't even need to be like, because I could be DMing people, trying to figure out people's phone numbers. I could be doing all of that, but I haven't been doing none of that because I don't even have the energy to do that. It's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I just wanted to do that because that was on my mind, and I just wanted to take the time to talk about that a little bit. But it's just like, because I know I'm 36 years old, so I'm not only seeing my failed relationships, I've also seen failed relationships from people that I know and love, and been around the most or whatever. I know, so you know and then I just know that I don't have to be with somebody right now. I'm comfortable and fine with being by myself, because I don't have to worry about anybody but myself and my dog. That's all I have to worry about. Like, you know it might, I guess the situation would be different if it had other things, like as far as a marriage or kids involved, but I don't have to deal with that. So I kind of, it's been a little bit maybe more easier. I ain't gonna say it's been all easy, but it has been easier. um yeah, so that was just my thoughts on that. So yeah.